Look, man, as you already know, Indiana Fever coming off a loss to the Minnesota Lynx. I got a lot I want to talk about. I'm just gonna start off by saying this, man. When we go up against a team like the Minnesota Lynx, why why would we change our game plan? Like Chrissy Sides. I'm gonna start this off with you. Why would we change our game plan and our rotations versus arguably the number one team in the league? Can somebody please understand? I mean, please get me to like understand what kind of thought process are you mixing up? I don't understand. Our offense looks slow, stagnant. It looked like Caitlyn Clark was off ball a lot. Not off ball, but it didn't look like Caitlyn Clark had control. I mean, our pace, we had like, I definitely want to look into our transition points because where was the speed? Where was the get out in transition? Where was the run? Where's the young, where, I just, everything just looked like we played to Minnesota's pace for most of the game. I'm not going to say we didn't have spurts of getting out in transition. I'm not going to say that. But most of the game, I feel like the Minnesota Lynx played their game, played their pace, and they beat us. Reeves had a plan. They bum rushed Caitlyn Clark on defense. I mean, they were on Caitlyn's shit like this was a playoff game. Like they were not trying to let Caitlyn Clark win this game at all. Caitlyn Clark 0 for 8 to start the first quarter. No, 1 for 8, I believe, to start the first quarter. I believe 1 for 8, if not 0 for 8. Then the rest of the game, pretty much, I think she finished, 8 for, where is she at? She finished, this is not even per game. Let me see. So she finished, I believe, 8 for 18 tonight. Let me go ahead and check something real quick. Let me go to the stats. Caitlyn Clark. Yeah, right here tonight. Yeah, she finished 23 points. I mean, at the end of the day, when you look at the stats, you finished with 23 points on 8 of 18 of shooting. Yeah, it looked bad at the beginning, but I'm going to tell you something. One, she needs to get her legs under her and finish her jump shot. We can't be going, 3 for 8 from behind the field. It's not terrible. Granted, some of her shots are right here. Another thing, when you're a shooter of Caitlyn Clark's caliber, shooters got to shoot. You got to shoot yourself out of a fucking slump. I wouldn't even call it a slump. There's a couple step backs or a couple calls, a couple travel calls or whatever, a screen on Aaliyah Boston where Caitlyn Clark should have, she knocked down the shot. It doesn't count. Who gives a fuck? But all in all, Caitlyn Clark could have had a better game offensively. I think for the defense that was played on her, she did what she was supposed to do. Now, it could have been better. She could have had a better game. I'm going to get on her ass about a little bit of stuff right now. But back to Chrissy Sides. Chrissy Sides, don't switch the rotation. We just beat 2 of the top teams in the league. Don't switch the rotations. There's no need. Let's continue the momentum we had. All right, we'll get Tammy back rolling, but let's not do that right now. You got Dantas out there. I'm not understanding. So Chrissy Sides, nobody costs the game besides the whole team. It's not one person. Chrissy Sides. That's just one thing I want to call out. Rotations. Caitlyn Clark. I don't want to see no fucking pouting on the court. I don't want to see you. You look defeated. I don't want to see. I'm talking about early on in the game. It's not all the time. I don't want to see you pouting. I don't want to see you. Fuck all that. Next play. You guys got to understand, you guys are capable of getting back in the game in a split of a second like this. You guys got back from a 15-point lead to go back into the half, 44 to 45? I don't want to see none of that pouting shit. You're not going to come out and go 10 for 10 every game. None of that pouting shit, though. I don't want to see it. That's part of the maturity, having to mature just a little bit more. I get it. But I don't want to see the pouting. It will affect your game in ways you won't even notice. You got to keep a high energy no matter what. And I get it. It's hard for a player, and trust me, it's gonna be hard. If you take 7 shots and you're not seeing one fall, you're gonna be like, man, fuck. But if you can control that and just keep playing hard, sooner or later, good things are going to continue to happen for you. So that's one thing I want to call out about Caitlyn Clark for this game. Their turnovers, I understand. There was a couple passes out in front to Lexi Hall that, just missed. There's a couple, just turnovers. We can't have, well, the team had 16 or 18 turnovers that led to 16 points. We definitely can't have that. Caitlyn Clark, I think, had 7 or 8 of those, So we need to limit that down to 4 a game for Caitlyn Clark. She is the point guard, running at the pace that the Indiana Fever play at. Oh, they're going to have turnovers. Sorry, they're not going to be perfect. They're not. The pace that the Indiana Fever play at, they're going to have turnovers. Caitlyn Clark is a rookie. She has, a lot of pressure on her on the defensive end. I am talking about they are trapping her. They are pressuring her from full court, half court, whatever the case is. They were on Caitlyn Clark shit. So I just want to see, and I'm going to leave that for Caitlyn Clark. Turnovers and attitude. I guess we could put, not attitude, just frustration. We can't let, emotions. That's a good word. Emotions. So who else? Kelsey Mitchell. I think Kelsey Mitchell had a good game. Kelsey Mitchell is the key part to this game, to this team in general. Lynx. Yeah, man. Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston had a good game. Let me see. Let me go box score. Blah blah blah. Box score. Kelsey Mitchell she went 8 for 17 of shooting tonight. That's not bad. I mean, you guys want to talk about 2 for 10 from 3-point. That's not. But Kelsey Mitchell, she has a track record of, hitting shots. But I'm gonna tell you right now, just from Caitlyn Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, we're 5 for 18 of 3. We ain't winning games like that. These are two of our key pieces. We're not winning games shooting like that. I tell you that right now. 5 for 18 of 3. We're not gonna. No. Now, one plus is we did pretty good. Damn. We only had 8 free throws? Bro, hell nah. Hold on. 7. Bro, ain't no way. Bro, we only had, that's another big problem. We only got to the free throw line that many times. We only had 8 free throw attempts. Wow. No, we don't talk about it now. We got to be more aggressive. We got to get downhill, drive to the paint. We got to create contact and get to the line. We have to throw the defensive off. The defense, we have to throw their energy off. We have to get to the line. We have to create contact. We have to get players frustrated. We have to get players in foul trouble. Unless I miss something with the refs, but 8 free throws is not going to cut it, bro. Nah, bro, that's not going to cut it at all. Another thing, Lexi Hall. We're going to talk about Lexi Hall. Or no, we already finished with Kelsey Mitchell. 8 for 17. She still played, had a good game. She had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. I definitely like that. No problem. 21 points. Kelsey Mitchell had a good game. I just want some of these. Maybe we'll go 5 for 10. Caitlyn, maybe she goes 4 for 8. Maybe it's a different ball game. They shot pretty similar. But, hey, those are our 2 anchors. Not going to be mad at it. Lexi Hall. Christy Sides. Oh, my gosh. Lexi Hall just had an amazing game for you guys. Why in the fuck did Lexi Hall only take 5 shots tonight? 5. Out of those 5 shots, how many did Lexi make? 4 for 10 points. Lexi Hall had 10 points on 10 shot attempts. Why? She went 2 for 3 from 3-point range. Why is Lexi Hall not taking more than 8 shots a game? Chrissy Sides. I'm not saying Lexi Hall is the best scorer on the team, but obviously she's in some type of rhythm. 4 for 5. 4 for 5, Chrissy Sides. I would demand at least 8 shots minimum from Lexi Hall right now. Maybe you want to insert her in the starting lineup, Christy Sides. Maybe. Because let's move on, shall we? What the fuck is Samuelson doing? 0 for 4 shooting, 0 points. Like, come on, man. At least fill the stat sheet up. At least do that. Let's move on. Nalissa Smith, 1 for 4 shooting. I don't know what happened to Nalissa Smith. I don't know if there's something personal going on. She looks depleted. She doesn't look happy. I think it's part of it is Timmy. She came back in. She gets 6 more minutes of her tonight, and it just didn't look like she was bought in. Nalissa Smith didn't look into it. She had 1 good lay, got to the line. Besides that, she was 0 for 3 pretty much the whole game. Finished the game with 2 points, missed the free throw. And I don't know. We can't have that. We cannot have that production. I would like to see 5, 6 shots. I would like to see 6, 8 points. Rebounds. Usually Nalissa Smith is our anchor for rebounds. About 7, 8 a game. Like, I just need to see more production. Aaliyah Boston. Great game. 5 for 11 from the field. I love that. Had her 10 points. Double-double on the night. 15 rebounds. Couldn't ask for anything more from your big. Gotta love it. Okay? Now, who else do we got? And that's pretty much it. You know, Dante, she 4 for 10 from the field. I'm not sure why she got that many minutes, but 17 minutes from Dantes and 16 minutes from Temi. I'm not sure if I like that. I definitely want to see Nalissa Smith with a little bit more minutes right now. And then Lexi Hall, she needs to be inserted maybe in the starting lineup for Samuelson. Maybe. I'm not sure. So I would have to do a little bit more research on that. I'm going to break down the game a little bit more on a different video. But based off that, you know, what I talked about earlier with Clark and Mitchell, just from the 3-point line alone, we can't win games like that. We can't win. No. And then Samuelson shooting 0 from 2, 0 for 2 from 3-point. No, we can't have that, bro. We cannot have that. Dantes 0 from 5 from 3-point range. We cannot have that. I just seen her in the corner, like, stop shooting the fucking ball. Get her out of there. 8 points tonight. I mean, she contributed, but, bro, 0 for 5? Come on. And then Caitlyn Clark, you know, 3 for 8. That is, it's not as bad as people are saying. And people, look, for the weird ones that don't know, Kelsey Mitchell almost shot 50%. And Clark shot, what is that, 8 for 18? If you don't know simple math, I believe percentages on that is 44%. 40, 44, 44, 46, 48, 44 to 40, no, 42 to 46%. Yeah, that's what Clark shot. So she had a rough first quarter, looked fucking, I don't know what was going on. You know, defensive pressure. Defensive pressure, bro. The Minnesota Lynx were not playing with them. Bro, they were trying to come out and dominate. Minnesota, and still, they lost by 10. Okay. You guys got us this game. No problem. But there's a couple of things we need to work on. But yeah, man, we definitely can't have these just rotations, these random rotations going. I just don't understand. And then on this side, you know, Collier went crazy, had 31 points. Definitely had a huge game. McBride heated up a little bit late in the game. Ended up with 19 points. Gotta love that as well. And then, you know, just role players being role players. They definitely look more physical and fired up, though. The Minnesota Lynx look like they were not trying to lose this game. So, besides that, man, that's all I got for this video. You know, they got to bounce back. They got to bounce back. They got to play better. They got to play fast. And that's what I've been saying. If they're going to continue to beat these type of teams, they got to play fast. I don't know what Chrissy Sides is not understanding. Like, let your team run out and transition and play how they've been playing. Why are we settling for the Minnesota Lynx's pace? I don't understand. I feel like we played ourselves tonight. And Chrissy Sides, bro, you gotta really look into this and sit the players down and look. Hey, Lexi Hall, you're on a heater. Go get your 8 shots up. Clark, protect the ball. Hey, team, when they're trapping Caitlyn Clark, your point guard, you go to the ball. You go to the ball and go get the ball. Stop standing around. Caitlyn Clark, when the ball's on your hand, stop standing at the 3-point line. Go to the ball. Let's play fast. We got to bounce back. We got another game coming up. I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. It's your boy, ceokana. Welcome to the channel. Catch you on the next one. And we're out.